we all want to be successful, but there's a formula to that. But the problem with that is that 98% of people, or most people, use it in reverse. So since they are using this formula reversely, okay, so they cannot get the life they desire. They cannot get the thing that they want. So today, I'm going to show you, I'm going to walk you through the process on how you can create the life that you want, how you can create the person that you want to become in your life. So, for us to understand this formula, there are some basic things that we have to cover first. Okay, so first thing we have to cover, we must understand that there is the inner world and there is the outer world. Okay. Now, the first thing you must understand is the outer world is always will be a reflection on your inner world. Okay. So the life that you currently have right now, the thing that you have, the thing that you do on a daily basis, they are reflection of who you are. Okay. Because you always express who you are, either unconsciously or consciously. You always express who you are. Now, in order for you to change your outer world, you must change your inner world. Now, for you to understand the inner world, you must understand first this thing, which is the self concept. Okay? Self concept, which is how you see yourself or how you believe yourself that you are. Okay? So by self concept, we can also see the identity. Okay? So in order for you to understand how your inner world works, you must understand this first, which is the self concept, which is how you think yourself to be, how you believe yourself to be, which is your identity, the thing that you identify yourself with. Okay? It can be consciously or unconsciously. Now, the identity is based on belief. Okay? Now, there's a trap there because belief can improve your life. Belief can also make your life worse. Okay, so belief, which builds your identity, which is in your inner world, can improve your life, and it also can make your life worse. Now I'm gonna show you why do I say that. Now, you must understand what are belief. Belief or ideas that you've accepted as true in your world. Okay. So there are ideas that you accept as true. Okay. So you identify yourself with them. Now, some of them may improve your life, and some of them can make your life worse than it is. It can make you stop. Okay. Now, this happen depends on the goal that you have. There are certain beliefs that you have that is not helping you towards the goal, towards the thing, the life that you want to have. Okay? Now, we know that belief, they are formed by the repetition of an idea, okay, a suggestion, either from someone else or from yourself. Okay? So I believe there are ideas that are repeated and attached to our emotion. Okay? Now, this is how belief or created. They are ideas that you might heard over and over and over, and you've attached a certain emotional conviction to it, so you accept them as true. Okay, so you live by them. Now, some of them might help you towards your goal, towards the thing, the life you want to create, and some of them might not help you. Okay, so now since we understand that belief creates the identity that you have, so we know how belief is created. Now we must understand what is the purpose of identity in your inner world. Because remember, like we said earlier in this video, the outer world is the reflection of your inner world, okay, of who you are. Now we know that who you are, or who you believe yourself that you are, is constructed by the belief that you have about yourself. Now, the belief that you have about yourself, they are nothing but ideas that you've been telling yourself or that you've been hearing over and over and over, and you've attached a certain emotional conviction to it. Therefore, you live by them, okay? You accept them as true for your life. So you live by them. Now, some of them might help you to go towards your goal, but some of them also may keep you stuck. Now, in order for you to change or to have a better life, take control of your life, you must understand the next thing I am going to show you, since now we understand belief and how it builds your identity. So let's go here with the identity. I am going to show you why identity is the key part of your inner world and how this process of reflection is made. Okay, this is your identity. And your identity is built from belief. Okay, thing that you accept as truth. Now, you always express who you are. Okay, there's no doubt about that. You always express who you are. Now, how does this process work of expressing who you are? It works by the focus. Okay, the focus leads to emotion. Let me rephrase that. Okay, which will compel you to do a certain type of action. Now, depends on how you believe yourself that you are, you focus your life on certain point of reality. Okay, so you have different perception of things. So you'll see different things. Okay, because remember, there is one universe, but each one of us has its own universe. Okay, and your universe is governed by your identity, which is built by your belief. Now, let me explain. So, the identity, I said, is gonna help you to focus on certain things. Okay, and this focus or attention will lead to a certain emotion, which will compel you to take any type of action. Now, like I said earlier on this video, there is a simple formula for you to succeed in any area of your life. But the problem is most people have been using it backwards. Okay, so you must use it as it is for you to have the success that you're looking for, even though it's in your financial life, even though it's in your health area, even though it's in your professional life. So you must use it correctly. Now, what is this formula or this principle that most people are using backward? I'm gonna write it down for you, and that's if you want to leave this video with a key point or key knowledge, you should leave with that point, and that is that most people think it that way. They say, when I do this, So that when I do this, so that's the action. When I do this, I'll have this. Okay, so the thing they have. And then I'll be this. Okay? So that is how most people take action. And this is how they live their life. They think or they believe that whenever they take a certain particular type of action, they will have a certain type of material acquisition, and therefore they will be a certain type of person, so they'll feel a certain way. Now I am going to show you, and I can confirm that this formula is not going to work for you, okay? Because whenever you're gonna try to do this, and you're gonna see that in the second when I'm going to show you the correct formula on how you should do it. So most people say when I do this, when I do this diet, I'll have this perfect body, therefore, or then I'll be healthy. Okay? So some people say in a professional life, when I work harder, I'll have this promotion, therefore I'll be confident. And it doesn't work that way. And we're gonna see why. Now the correct formula is this. It should be I am this, therefore I do this, and then I have this. Okay? That's the way you must think about it. You have the identity, you do the thing that are related to your identity, who you believe yourself you are, and then you have the thing. That's the way you should think about it. Because whenever you're doing something, by assuming or by having the belief that you are already this thing, so you have this feeling already, so you take the correct action without forcing yourself. Okay? Because whenever you're doing something that is outside of your normal state of being, you are going to be struggling. You are going to be you're gonna have this mental discomfort. You're gonna have a physical a disease because you're forcing yourself to do a thing that you are not the person which the thing is naturally done for. So you must first assume the identity. Okay. And how do you assume the identity? You assume the identity by adopting the belief. Okay. And by feeling the quality and attributes. Okay. This is how you do it. You assume the identity. Okay. So I am a runner, therefore I run, and that keeps my body healthy. That's the way you have to think about it. So you have to force yourself. Because remember that there are in a day or a week or in your life in your lifetime, there are or you are experiencing, like we said in the other video, different state of mind. So different state of mind. And remember we said last week that the state or your normal state of mind is what builds the life you have right now. Why does this happen? The normal state of mind builds the life that you have right now because this is the state of mind that you return to most frequently. Remember, we said last week that we can experience different state of mind in a week, in a day, but the state of mind, the state of being that you returns to more frequently is the one that will build your life. Okay? So, in order for you to change your life, you must first accept the identity, okay, by adopting the belief, okay? And therefore, when you adopt the belief, you'll take the correct action. Because most of the things that you want to do, you see them as impossible because you're seeing them from your old identity. Okay, or from the current. I said old identity because that is your current identity and you must change it. Okay, so most of the things that you want to have in life and you see them as impossible or hard is because you are seeing them from your current identity. So in order for you to do them, you must change your identity. And for you to change your identity, you must change the belief that you have about yourself. Because belief are nothing more than ideas that you've attached emotional connection to because you hear them over and over and over. And therefore you assume that they are true and you live your life by them. So you must change the belief that you have. Okay? So if you want to improve a certain area of your life, if you want to take control of your life and have the life that you really desire, so you must change and adopt the belief that will serve you. Because belief can do two things. They are here with you so they can serve you. And if they're not serving you, you are serving them. Okay? So that's the reason you must try to identify the belief that are not serving you towards your goal. Because any belief that are not serving you towards your goal, you are serving this belief, and therefore is destroying your life. Okay? So that's the thing we have to understand. You adopt the identity and then you do the thing so you can have the thing. And then you do it naturally, not by forcing yourself. Now, there is a way I want to conceptualize that for you. In my experience, I think a good way for you to apply this formula is by looking at your 5 last year in life. Okay? Because you've accomplished things in life, and there are things as well that you want to accomplish. Okay? So you want your life to be better. Okay? So a good way to do that is by seeing things that you see as natural to you, thing that you've done naturally without forcing yourself. Okay, because there are things that you do without forcing yourself, without struggling. Okay, and you have a certain identity about yourself. Okay, so you have some belief about yourself, and no one has to tell you the belief that you have about yourself because you know them, you feel them. A person who is confident knows he's confident. No one has to tell him he's confident. So he knows deep down that he is a confident person. Okay? And a person that sees himself as an abundant person knows and feels that he is an abundant person. Because there's the thing. There is no lie. You can't lie to yourself. You always see and feel the person that you believe that you are. Okay? And the interesting thing about that is that you always see the reflection. Okay? You always see the reflection in your wall. You always see, okay, I am a confident person. Therefore, this action proves that. Okay? So you must assume the identity of a confident person so you can see where confidence is being reflected. Okay? And that's the problem because most people are looking for abundance and they're looking for abundance from a lack perspective. Okay? So you cannot see abundance. You cannot identify abundance that you have in your life if your identity is based on lack. That's the reason you must change the belief that you have about yourself so you can change the identity you have, okay? The one that you've been telling yourself that you are. Because you cannot see something unless you are the thing. So you must be in the same nature, in the same essence as the thing that you're looking for in your life. Okay? If you're looking for abundance in your life, you must have an abundance state of mind. So you can identify abundance in your life. You cannot see abundance from a state of lack. You cannot see health from a state of unhealthy. Okay, you cannot see confidence if you're not a confident person. So you must assume the identity and then take the action, and it should be natural. Okay, because whenever you are forcing it, is because it's not natural. So look at the last 5 years in your life. Look at the thing that you do naturally, thing that you do without no one has to tell you that you have to do this thing. So you know you can, or this is the thing that you do. Look at the belief that you have about yourself, and you must change the one that are not serving you. Okay, because you cannot be passive in life and live by this victim mindset, by accusing something or someone all the time. If you're accusing something or someone all the time, you cannot change your life. Okay? So you must create the life. You must be an active creator. And if you're watching this video right now, I know by fact that if you're looking to change your belief, to change your identity, is because you want to take control of your life. So that is how you have to do it. You assume the identity, and then you do the thing, and then you can have the thing that you desire. So whatever thing that you are desiring, the thing that you want in life, you look for the nature, for the essence of the thing. Okay? You look for the qualities of the thing, and then you assume them, and therefore you take natural action. Remember, don't think of it that way. When I do this action, I'll have this thing, and then I'll be this person. This is not gonna work. You must think it that way instead. I am this person. Therefore, I do this action, and I'll have this as a result of the action I take, which is by then a result of the person that I am. That's the correct way of using this success principle for you to improve your life and make it better.